Welcome to the HQ. This week's episode has been brought to you by Bull City Street Foods. Harry Mons in Durham, North Carolina has the best food on a truck ever. Hit them up. The cuisine is fine, and you're going to just absolutely love it. Also, if you're familiar with the Topps Kick app, you understand that the Top Bananas make that app just a little bit better. They are one of my my biggest sponsors. All those guys in there. Particularly this week, we have Keith, who hooked me up with a Rooney Gold Game Changer that I'm going to give away as soon as I get 10 more subscribers. That is a big card, and I cannot believe he just gave it to me to give away for the show. So thank you, Top Bananas. You guys are always appreciated. And then Showman Art. Go to showmanart.com for the best mixed martial arts artist you can find. This guy can do custom work as well. He's absolutely amazing. Look at these pictures I'm showing you, and you can't go wrong. Showmanart.com. Let's just get the swing and miss over with, all right? I swung hard, and I missed even harder. So my point was this. Take the Packers over the Broncos. Both teams undefeated. And I mentioned the Broncos would be rusty coming off the bye week. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. I picked the wrong team being rusty because if you saw, what did Aaron Rodgers have? I think 77-something yards. It was ridiculous. It was ugly. But I will tell you this. I want to go into this, and that's part of why I'm wearing this jersey today. Ohio State jersey, but it's a Roby jersey, okay? And that's a big deal. Why is that a big deal? Because that defense. Roby was projected to be top 5 pick at one time. Denver, he kind of fell into Denver's lap and is just added to a defense, the little pieces that they've added and put together, and it's gelled. And I got to say this. Everyone thinks that I hate on the Broncos. I don't. I truly, truly don't. I don't think Peyton Manning can throw the deep out. But if you were to ask me this, if you were to say, hey, T-Bone, what do you think about this? Will Peyton Manning lose the game for you? Not with that defense. Right now, if I had to rate, because the AFC is the toughest, okay, they have 3 undefeated teams in the AFC. 3. So if I had to rate them, who would I rate them? I'd rate number 1 New England because I'm sorry, they're just putting up the numbers and it's just disgusting. And I do not like them, but they're number 1. But Peyton can beat them, and I put Peyton and his team at number 2, and I'll tell you why. Their offense doesn't have to be as dynamic, but don't tell me that they can't put up numbers. They have a decent running game, they have quality receivers, and they do have a Hall of Fame quarterback. And maybe it's time for me to take a step back and say, hey, this team is actually pretty damn decent. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm telling you that the Broncos may be for real. Sometimes what's on paper is a lot different than the final score would indicate. And right now, that's all that matters is the final score. The Denver Broncos are undefeated. They're undefeated because of that defense, but they're also undefeated because of Peyton Manning. So, there you have it. Roby, Broncos, good job. My swing and miss this week was those motherfucking cheeseheads. WTF of the week. All right, my WTF of the week is not what it would normally be. My WTF of the week is just an interesting stat, so to speak. I gave you last week a little bit of indications on how I felt the top 5 of the NBA would fall out. I did mention that Golden State Warriors would not be as good as they were last year, obviously winning the championship. Right now, they're making me eat my words, but I never worry about a team that gels early. It's always the team that gels late. It's 82-game season in the NBA, so yeah, the Golden State Warriors have come out absolutely on freaking fire. Steph Curry has proven the fact. I told you he was the best player in the NBA. No one can prove me wrong on that. He is amazing. He is the bomb. And I'll tell you, how good is Stephen Curry? This is my WTF. How good is Stephen Curry? And I think this is courtesy of maybe ESPN. I think I saw that on them when I was doing my research. Stephen Curry has more three-point field goals made. He has made more three-point shots than not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 NBA teams as a whole. So put this in perspective for you. You got the Minnesota Timberwolves, and you got Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry has shot and made more three-pointers than the Timberwolves. Are you kidding me? Other teams, the Hall of Shame right now for these guys. Brooklyn, Utah, Memphis, 76ers, all of them. Guess what, guys? I don't even have to be your GM. On your draft board needs to be a damn shooter. That's embarrassing. I know Curry's good. That stat is ridiculous. What the fuck? So my updated record for this week is 41, 23, and 7. It was a tough week. I got to give it to you. I went 500. I went 4 right, 4 wrong, period. Still, 41, 23, and 7, I think, is a very decent record. I'm not picking chump games. Last week, what did I do? I gave you an 11-point underdog. I told you to take them. Yes, they lost. But if you get bet against the spread, you were fine. You were more than fine. They lost by only 2. I almost pulled that upside out of my ass. I didn't. My apologies. I'll try to do better. All right. So this week, Lewis Clone again, my boy from Arizona, keeps hitting me up with these basketball picks. He asked me to list the Final Four for college basketball this year. So I'm going to give you my Final Four picks. And what I hate is when I came down to it, when I did all my research, I was looking for that Gonzaga. I was looking for that other team that, is not necessarily the perennial powerhouse, but kind of is, All are big names. My Final Four this year, Michigan State. They're not projected to do as well as they do in other years, but I really think, with that coach and their experience, I think that's they could make it. Kentucky, Arizona, believe it or not, Arizona, and then the number one pick, the team I think is going to win the national championship is North Carolina, and why is because of senior leadership. I think that's a big deal. I truly do. I think Johnson and Page are good seniors, and I think they'll provide that senior leadership. It's deep with juniors and seniors. It's one of those teams that I think no matter what is thrown their way, they're going to be able to overcome any obstacles. So go with North Carolina. That's my national championship for this year. Okay, NFL picks. Last week didn't do so hot. If it wasn't for Seattle pulling it out at the last minute, it would have been a little bit rougher. But that's okay because you know what? Cincinnati beat Pittsburgh. They shouldn't have if you watched the game, but they did. So I got that one wrong, but I was happy to. All right, this week I'm going to tell you take Denver over the Colts. Andrew Luck, man. That team right now is so dysfunctional. It's awful. It's awful. It's almost like you kind of wish Andrew Luck would have started slowly so that they could get better draft picks or whatever. I don't know what is wrong. I don't know if it's the management fighting with the coach or the coach losing the players or Luck just regressing, but it's awful. Go Denver over the Colts. My one fear with this pick, I'll tell you right now, is I worry about Denver getting so hyped for Green Bay and then flopping on this one. But you have to remember that they're coming off a bye week, so there's no reason why they should not have the energy or whatever to be able to just bust that ass. So go with Denver over the Colts. Go with the G-Men over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And my lock it up pick of the week is Green Bay Packers over Carolina in hostile territory. Carolina's going to take its first loss. Green Bay's going to show to me that they are the team that I said that they were, and that last week's loss to Denver was an aberration. So that's what we're going with there. NCAA picks. I want you to take TCU over Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State. I think TCU is just too good for them. I want you to take Clemson over LSU, and my lock it up pick, and you will not hear me say this very often. I have friends from the Alabama Air National Guard, and they are amazing, amazing people. They have bad taste in football teams, but this week, it's Roll Tide. That's right, I said it. Roll Tide. I got Alabama beating, spanking that LSU ass, and that's what's going to happen this week. All right, let's go into my soccer pick. So look, let's face it. When you see the interview I have with Carl Taylor, I hope you really like it. It's amazing, but he made a very valid point. Arsenal's a tough team. Arsenal just got ousted out of the Champions League. So guess what? They have that one trophy to worry about right now. FA Cup will come later, but right now they get to concentrate on the Premier League. And that being said, Tottenham Hotspurs, they're going to go in there and they're going to beat that ass, take Arsenal over BPL. In the DFL, the Bundesliga, I want you to take Schlanke over Dortmund for the upset. I like Dortmund. I like Royce. I like... how do you say his name? Aubameyang. I don't know how to say his name, but he's got the best hair in all of soccer. I'm telling you right now, Schlanke's going to upset him. Take that. MLS, go Red Bulls over DC United. All right, let's go with the fantasy picks. So last week, what did I tell you to do? I told you to bench Peyton Manning. Did he have over 300 yards? Absolutely. How many touchdowns did he have? 0. And he had an interception. So listen to me. I know what I'm saying. Look, Decker, I told you to start him. He didn't have a great day, but anytime a wide receiver gets double digits, I'm personally happy, okay? He had 60 yards. He had a touchdown. I told you to start him, and if you did, you're probably sitting pretty. So This week, I'm telling you to go with Hillman. I understand. Well, C.J. Anderson, fuck C.J. Anderson. All right? Hillman is the running game, and Hillman's going to have a very, very good week this week. Start Hillman, okay? And who do I want you to bench? Frank Gore, because guess what? He's running up against Roby and company, man. He's running up against that Denver defense that, to me, is the best Denver defense of all time. There, I said it. We've had great players. Mecklenburg, Rulon Jones, who we got? Tom Jackson. This team is it, though. You want to talk Orange Crush? Look at the Broncos defense. And after this week, ask Andrew Luck. Hey, how'd that crush feel? Just a little crush. Anyway, that's it. So you want to start Hillman, you want to bench Gore, and those will be your fantasy picks, and you should be sitting pretty in fantasy football this week. Time is it? Geek time. Whoo! All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to wait until the video games actually get released for this winter season and this Christmas season so that I can give you reviews on those as they come in. It's going to be awesome. I don't have any as of yet because none of the major ones that I have on pre-order have released. I did, however, come across a Juggernaut edition edition of COD. That's right, the ultimate COD edition for this year for Black Ops 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a special Geek Time video just for you fellow geeks like me. And I'm going to unveil it as it happens, as I pull out that refrigerator that holds 12 cans of goodness that is going to be located in the HQ. I'm going to pull all that stuff out. I'm going to rip that box open. It's going to be a fun time. Okay? Nothing this week for that. But stay tuned for that special Juggernaut edition video. Now, what I am going to do is go over some do's and don'ts for the Tops Kick app, because a lot of you guys are on that app with me. A lot of you guys, that's where I met you from. And so I feel if I give you a little do's and don'ts, then maybe you won't be so stupid sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I get irritated when I pull up my goddamn trades and I see nothing but idiocy. I'll give you an example. Dominique 20,000, who probably has 20,000 dupe accounts. You're an asshole, because you send me fucking trades like this all the time. I'm going to give you a common, and a red card for a big blue boost card. Are you stupid? Please, man, please, don't waste our time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting my time. There's not a single veteran that's going to take it. And I'm telling you, it's garbage. It's awful. Quit sending trades like that. I'll give you a great tip, okay? Look at the guys that you're trying to trade for. Look at the teams that they like, okay? Send them stuff that they might be enticed by. Send them stuff that they're interested in. If you see that they're collecting SIGs and they're missing a SIG you have, boom, there you go. That's how you make successful trades. Start talking to them. Do not send me a common for one of my great cards and say, counter, because I will fuck you up with the 1-star. It's fucking retarded. Quit doing that. A one-on-one is the same card on each side for a trade, jackasses. All right? Are we clear? Because if you send me that, I'm giving you a 1-star every fucking time. Stop it. Just stop it. CS Nels, okay? He has a Cahill variant. He publicizes Cahill variant for trade. Cool. I send him the new DFL on form plus a Matip, however you say his name, Blue Sig. Just as maybe a starting point, just to see. It's been on there for 3 hours. Have I got a response? No. Come on, noobs. Come on. Engage. Quit wasting the veterans' times. Hey, I'm telling you, especially if you're a new guy, if you want help, come to us, especially at Top Banana, and say, hey, man, look, I'm just starting out. Is there any pointers you can give me? And I'm guaranteeing you, if you come off like that, if you say, hey, can you help me out, just give me some advice or whatever, I bet you get some free cards out of it. Because we're not assholes. We're just tired of wasting our damn time because we do put money into this app. All right? Tops doesn't give us this shit for free. That's for damn sure. And it's a great app. But you guys are fucking it up with your bullshit trades. Now, normally Geek Time's a much better segment than that, and I get it. But the frustration has mounted, and it's time someone stepped up, and hopefully I taught you motherfuckers a lesson, because I love each and every one of you, and it is a great app. All right, you're about to watch my favorite segment. And it's my favorite segment even more than Geek Time now, just because I get to interact with subscribers, with some of the fans, and it's pretty cool. So I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy 5 Questions with T-Bone with my man, Carl Taylor. All right, welcome to another segment of 5 Questions with T-Bone. Today I have Carl Taylor here, and he's going to hook it up, right? Carl, how are you doing today, man?
Yeah, very well, thank you. T-Bone, very well.
what's awesome is you guys from England have such a deep accent to us that we don't understand what the fuck you're saying half the time. And I love it. That makes it like an adventure in itself, man. So are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Yes.
Okay. What is your one favorite soccer team? Because I know you're a big fan. You like a lot of teams. But what's your one favorite team and why?
My favourite team, without a shadow of a doubt, is Southampton. I was born in Southampton. You've got to follow your local team. Simple as that. That's my reason.
I like it. I like that. As simple as that. I like it, man. Hell yeah. Support your local team. All right. So the second question I have for you is, why did you decide to sponsor my YouTube channel, and what is your favorite segment about it?
The main reason why I wanted to sponsor yourself is obviously, as a lot of people know, I won a lot of money. I like to share what I've got. I like to give people opportunities. We've spoken a lot. You said that you were saving up for an iMac and I could help. So I did. So you're a good guy, T-Bone. Simple as that. You deserve a break. And here it is.
Man, you get me misty and shit, man. Don't be doing that. Don't be getting deep on me like that, man. This is supposed to be a hard-hitting segment, man. You got me all choked up.
It is hard-hitting. I don't need to get emotional. I'm just saying how it is. My favourite segment is this new segment, the 5 questions with T-Bone. Brilliant idea.
Nice. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. Who will win the EPL this year and why?
Arsenal.
Arsenal, huh?
I think they've got the depth in their squad. They're just about to get knocked out of the Champions League. So, Arsenal.
That's a good point because they'll be able to focus just on the league itself. Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. And they were my preseason pick originally, and then they look like shat. So then I went with Manchester City as my pick, but Arsenal solid. So it's going to be it's definitely a 2-horse race right there, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so too.
All right, before I get into the very last question, and we met on the Tops Kick app, which is a big-time, soccer app. So if there was one thing you could fix about that app, what would it be?
To be honest, right now, I don't think I'd fix anything. I like the way that they've reverted back to the old kick. The chasing's the way it used to be. I mean, I spend more time chasing now, and I'm finishing top 20. I don't think maybe pack prices, coin prices, that sort of thing. But
of course,
I think everyone would change that. To be honest,
absolutely,
that is about it. To be honest, I think.
Yeah, and congratulations! I saw you smoked it and got gold this last week, and I don't know if I'm envious or what, but man, if I have to, I'll throw your iPhone in the fucking water. I'm just saying, man. I'm not playing. All right,
that's not very nice.
All right, last question, man, and thank you so much for your time. What is your favorite thing in the whole world to do?
Spending time with my wife and kids.
You know what? I had a feeling you were going to say that, man, because a lot of people, they don't know you. And what I like about this segment is especially the people on the Tops Kick app, you see a symbol or you see a name, but you don't understand the person. And you're very much a family man. And I respect the way you are. And I cannot thank you enough for being my biggest sponsor up to date. So thank you for your time. Thank you for the questions. Get back to work before you get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thank you very much, T-Bone.
All right, man. Have a good one.
And you.
Hey guys, that's it for this week's episode. Thanks for putting up with me. I'm incredibly sick, but you know what? I still like to push through, and I still like to do this for you guys and for myself. I love it. I love the feedback that you guys give me. Everything that I do is for the subscribers for sure, and I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you and appreciate your feedback. And on that note, and for this week, T-Bone out.